So hi guys, in this lecture we are going to see what are the types of cross-site scripting. So the main aim of XSS is to execute JavaScript on the victim's browser, but there are different ways to achieve it. So depending on the design and purposes of the website, there are three major categories of XSS, which you can see here. First one is persistence, then we are having reflected XSS, then we are having DOM XSS. So we're going to cover each and every one by one, okay? So first one is we are having persistent. So this form of cross-site scripting or XSS is also known as stored XSS. Okay, so a XSS flow is called as persistent XSS when the injected data is stored on a web server or the database on the server side, and the application server it serves it back to the user without validation. So an attacker whose aim is to infect every visitor of the website would use the persistent or stored based XSS, which would enable him or her to exploit the website on a large scale. So this is about the persistent or stored based XSS. Then we are having reflected based. Okay, so this is for the reflected based. So reflected based XSS is also known as the non-persistent XSS, as the name suggesting that in the form of attack, the malicious script is a part of the victim's request up to the web application, which is reflected back by the application in form of the response. So this may look difficult to exploit as users won't willingly send a malicious script to the server, but there are several ways to trick the user to launch a reflected XSS attack against its browser. So this is all about reflected. Then we are having at the end DOM based. So now let's talk about this. So this is the third type of cross-site scripting, is local and directly affected the victim's browser. So this attack does not rely on the malicious content being sent to the server. In the persistent and reflected based, the script is included in the response by the server. The victim's browser accepts it and assume it to be a legitimate part of the web page and execute it as a page load. But in case of DOM-based XSS, only the legitimate script that is provided by the web server is executed. So as increasing number of HTML pages are generated by the downloading JavaScript on a client side rather than by the server. So any time an element of the web page is to be changed without refreshing the entire page. So it is done using the JavaScript. So a typical example is a website providing a live update of cricket match, so which refreshes the score section in regular interval. So guys, this is all about all three types of XSS that we have. From the next lecture onwards, we are going to start with our attacking phase. So this is all for this lecture, guys.